Hello and welcome to the Men's Super-Liga match between the Phoenix Futsal WA in the orange and black kit against the Middle East Eagles in the green and gold. Middle East Eagles' first appearance in the Men's Super-Liga. I am your commentator today, Jade Paul. Quickly ring off the match sheets for each side. For Phoenix Futsal WA, we have number 25, Diego Garcia, number 5, Abriel Iban, number 6, Altay Jaja, number 11, James Eustace, number 20, Casey Fitzgerald, number 2, Frank Gordon, number 7, Jack Rout, and for the Middle East Eagles FC today, we have number 4, Dara Dabiri, number 3, Benji Mikhail, number 1, Milad Alvani, number 7, Omid Esragian, number 2, Omar Chenoui, number 6, Fortune Ania. Ani. My apologies for some of those last names. The games are running a little bit late today, so I didn't have much time to practice them, but hopefully I haven't offended anyone. The game is well underway. The Middle East Seaside playing the ball around well for their first Men's Super-Liga match. Omid Shragian from the Middle East FC side we've seen play in the Perth Pumas Men's Super-Liga side, I believe, and last season in the Men's Super-Liga C DePays. Plays the ball forwards. Nice run into the middle by Shragian. Oh, and he just misses the little tap to the back post. Garcia on the kick in. Plays the number 6, Jaja. Garcia looking to play it over to the top to Rout. Rout ends up on the ball and he gets the shot off. Deflection from Middle East. Alvani. Apologies as well. It might take me at least a half to get used to these names. A few new faces here. Rout does well, sends the ball back to Garcia, a cheeky little back roll behind himself to Eustace. Eustace sends it over the top again, punch out by Alvani. Garcia with the side kick in. Has Anai next to him. Oh, and the ball from Esragian just out of reach of the number 4, Dabiri. Garcia, this line against Chenoua. Rout playing the ball through, looking for Eustace, and Esragian does well to get himself in front of the ball, and he's bringing it forwards quickly for a counter. Touch out from the feet of Esragian by the number 6, Jaja. Shot sent left of the post by Chenoui. Fitzgerald sends Rout. Rout sends it down the line for Jaja, and it just rolls over the line. East Eagles number 4, Dabiri against Jaja, sends it down the line and looking for the 1-2. Anaya sends the ball in the middle, but the run from Dabiri wasn't there. Shot from Chenoui, sorry. sent left of the post. And another quick shot deflected off Eustace, Eustace with a shot to the left of the bar, ball coming from route. Varney drops the ball at the feet of apologies, trying to learn these names. Middle East Eagles with another kick in. Mikhail. DeBeery on the ball against Eustace. Looks to take it inside, and the shot from DeBeery blocked by Eustace. DeBeery again gets around route, sends it into Fitzgerald. Chenawi, sorry, I'm going to keep getting that name wrong, to the back post, and the little tap in sent to the hands of Fitzgerald by Anaya. Garcia plays back to Eustace, forwards to route. Middle East Eagles. Beery pressing route there to send the ball out. Eustace on the ball on the right-hand flank and sends it through the legs of route, and the number 2, Gordon, making his way to the back post. Made his run just a little bit too late to get on the end of that ball. Anaya plays DeBeery, and Eshragian back on the court. In the middle for Chenawi. Chenawi turns, looks to go around Eustace. Takes the ball in the middle, and the shot blocked by Eustace. Very hard player to get around in those situations. Back with Mikhail. Mikhail plays Anaya, and Mikhail with the shot. Saved by Casey Fitzgerald. Sent out for a Middle East Eagles corner. Shragian with a dummy run. Chenawi against Gordon with the shot. A little deflection off Gordon there for another corner kick. Corner taken by Mikhail, I believe. Dummy by Chenawi, and Eshragian with the shot. Eshragian's ended up with the ball at his feet again, trying to flick it through route and Gordon. Dispossessed by route. Almost winning himself the ball back. Great player by Eshragian, holding up route, stopping him running forwards and giving his team time to get back defensively. Eshragian plays Chenawi. Anaya on the left flank. He sends it right to Mikhail. Sends it in the middle, and Chenawi with the shot. Saved by Fitzgerald. Eshragian deflected off Gordon, I believe, and Eustace with a panicked kick out. Sending it all the way back to the Middle East Eagles number 1, Alvani. Anaya sends Mikhail on the right. Great run from Chenawi on the left, and the shot sent left of the bar. Great chance there for the Middle East Eagles to put themselves ahead. Garcia goes down the line for and Eustace with miscommunication. Luckily, the ball's picked up. Phoenix Futsal's Jaja sending the ball across for the first goal of the match, awarded to the Phoenix Futsal side. Watch the instant replay of that one. And the goal's in the back of the net. Just as I was trying to watch that replay. See if I've caught the instant replay of that goal for the Middle East Eagles. Fitzgerald diving for that ball, but the pressure from Anaya sending it into the back of the net. Eustace on the ball on the line. Looking for Garcia and Mikhail, I believe, stepping in front. Ishragian on the right. Ball across, and the angle of the ball from Ishragian wasn't quite across the face, so there was no one there to pick up the end of that kick. Rout looking forwards, finds Eustace. Eustace looking to go around Dabiri. Mikhail. Dabiri making a run down the left. Ishragian has Dabiri down the line. Looking to take on Rout. Gives Dabiri. Makes his run into the middle, and Rout does well. Dabiri sends back to Mikhail. Balls into Ishragian. That was a great little penetrating pass from Mikhail through two defenders to Ishragian. Dabiri plays Ishragian in front on top of the D, and he gets the shot off, and no one's at the back post. Follow up. A little back post tap in. Garcia sends wide, and the ball's fallen straight back to the feet of Mikhail, and Dabiri with the shot. Touch from Casey Fitzgerald. Corner taken from Mikhail, straight into the feet of Rout. A little bit of a missed kick there from Mikhail. Rout sends down the line for Eustace, and it's picked off by Chenoweth. And Rout dispossesses him as he's running forwards. Rout sends it into the feet of Chenoweth. A few little turnovers in quick succession here. Both teams desperate to move the ball forwards and just sending it to the feet of the opposition's defence. Might be worth just holding the ball, and just as I say that, Rout moves the ball quickly into the back of the net for a second Phoenix Futsal goal. Ishragian forwards. Ishragian sprinting his way back to get in front of Eustace, and he did well to send Eustace backwards. He wasn't uncontested moving forwards. Ishragian against Eustace. Eustace gets the shot off, and it's blocked by Mikhail. Sorry, that was Dabiri. Chenoweth, 1v1 against Garcia. Rout making his way back following the run of Ishragian. Anaya on the ball. Eustace gets behind the ball. Garcia calmly keeps the ball off Ishragian. A lot of experience in that calmness coming from Garcia at the back there. Dabiri sends into Chenoweth. Gordon does well to put pressure on the ball as Anai sends the ball back to Dabiri. Chenoweth at the back post. Ishragian plays it in, and I think Rout got his foot to that one and sent it out. Gordon does well, stopping Anaya getting to the ball, and a bit of panic there from Rout, just sending it forwards to no one. Dabiri down the line for Chenoweth. Ishragian making a run to the back post. Anai looking to go around Garcia, and he gets it past him. Rout got a foot in there, but wasn't enough to stop Anai's attacking run. Eustace back on the court for the Phoenix Futsal side, subbing on for Jar Jar. Looks like he might be carrying a bit of an injury there on the bench. Hopefully nothing too serious. Eustace. Back to Garcia. Run forwards by Gordon. The ball from Eustace. Couldn't quite find the feet of Gordon. Gordon was standing a little bit too far behind the defensive player for the ball to find his feet. Shragian against Eustace. Chenoweth plays a Nai. Nai back to Chenoweth. Has Dabiri on the left-hand flank. Nai chooses to take the shot and it goes through the legs of Fitzgerald, and the follow-up from Chenoweth sends it into the net. That's unfortunate for the Phoenix Futsal goalkeeper. See if I call it the instant replay on that one. Fitzgerald did well to get his body behind the ball, get his hands there, but it's just an unlucky roll through his fingers. Oh, and Eshragian, a little touch over the back of his shoulder. Shragian, Dabiri. Has Mikhail on the right. Chenoweth in the middle, asking for the ball. He's moving up slowly against Eustace, waiting for him to put pressure on the ball so he can go around him, and he's gone around with a left foot shot. Eustace ends up with the ball, plays Rout. Rout finds himself in trouble. Somehow keeps the ball. Mikhail going forwards, and little kick there from Eustace to Mikhail, but he kept moving forwards with the ball. Mikhail sends back to Dabiri. Chenoweth down the line for Eshragian. Eshragian gets around Gordon, sends it into the middle for an own goal. I believe the referee just awarded that one. I thought maybe Chenoweth got his foot to it. We'll have a look on the instant replay. Great turn from Eshragian, and it was definitely an own goal by the Phoenix Futsal side, and unlucky touch into the net. Middle East Eagles now ahead 3-2. If this is the first time in this match the Middle East Eagles have been ahead. They've been playing extremely well for their first appearance in the Men's Supa-Liga. Beery gets around Rout, and Rout ends up with the ball at his feet. He's being pressed quickly by Eshragian. Chenoweth sends in the middle for Mikhail. Back out to Chenoweth. Looking to go around Eustace. Eshragian. Looking to go past Rout, and Rout couldn't quite get there. Great defensive work by Eshragian, and Dabiri is making his way back very quickly as well. It's a great transition defensively, not just in that instance, but in most instances by the Middle East Eagles. Oh, and as I say that, Jack Rout with the shot sends it left of the post. Would have been a great equaliser just before the 2 minutes of stop clock for the Phoenix Futsal side. Chenoweth has Dabiri. Dabiri moving forwards. Left foot shot, and he sends it over the bar. And we're in the last 2 minutes of stop clock. My apologies if I don't keep my live stream stop clock in time with the actual match stop clock. Try my best. Eshragian plays Dabiri. Penetrating run by Eshragian. Chenoweth played that a little bit in front of Mikhail. Made him work hard to get control of that ball. Dabiri, Chenoweth on the left flank, Mikhail on the right. Goes all the way across. That's a great ball into Dabiri. On the run from Eshragian, just didn't quite have his feet set, and the shot from Chenoweth hits the post. Follow-up shot into DeBeery, who managed to back roll it into the net. I just caught the end on the instant replay of that one, but it was great play by the Middle East Eagles players. The Phoenix Futsal side struggling a little bit to close down those passing channels forwards for the Middle East Eagles, giving them some easy balls through, and then there's one ball across the face for a runner and they're sending it into the net. Shragian plays into Mikhail with the run forwards, and great little ball from Mikhail for a Shragian. Shragian against Rout. Great defense from Jack Rout. DeBeery against Eustace. Eustace on the ball. Into Garcia. Last remaining 30 seconds of this match, and Alvani sends the ball to Mikhail. DeBeery bringing it forwards against Rout. In the middle for Chenoweth. The ball's back out. Chenoweth did well to draw in a lot of defenders there and leave a lot of space up the top and around the sides of the flanks. My clock has run out, but there is currently no seconds left on the clock. That's the halftime whistle. See the Middle East Eagles move into the second half, 4-2 ahead. Goal scorers for the Phoenix Futsal side, Jack Rout is on 2 goals, and for the Middle East Eagles, Benji Mikhail on 1, Omar Chenoweth on 1, Fortune Anai on 1, and an own goal awarded against the Phoenix Futsal side. We're going to take a quick ad break for half time, and we will be back with the second half of this Men's Superliga match between the Phoenix Futsal WA and Middle East Eagles FC.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Welcome back to the second half. The whistle's just blown from the referee to call players back onto the court. So far in the first half, we saw the Middle East Eagles go up 4-2, coming from behind in that first half. See if they can keep up their momentum into the second half. Playing very well attacking-wise and defensively, the Middle East Eagles. Definitely going to be a team to watch in the Men's Superliga this season. Mikhail bringing the ball forwards against Rout. Sends it down the line for Anai, my apologies. I've said it at the start of the stream, but I'll say it again. My apologies for any of these last names. Anai against Eustace, and he gets around him, and Jaja's there to pick up the ball in the box. Back to Eustace, and Eustace doesn't have a lot of passing options. Is forced to send it forwards. Phoenix Futsal a little bit slow to drop into positions where Eustace can get the ball to their feet. DeBeery sends across to McHale. McHale against Rout. DeBeery again, a knee. DeBeery telling Anaya to get higher, and Anaya making the run to the back post. The shot into Fitzgerald. Jaja looking forwards for the run of Rout, and Rout trying to get his head onto it. Shragian looking at DeBeery. Rout almost read that play, but it was a little bit too late to get the intercept. McHale sends to Shragian. Looking across the court. Has DeBeery on the left, Anaya in the middle. Sends back to McHale. Anaya. McHale again. Little back roll for Anaya. Some great movement of the ball and great movement off the ball by the Middle East Eagles players. Doing an excellent job. They've almost just then drawn the Phoenix Futsal side into a flat defensive line. Shragian chooses not to go forwards, plays back to Anaya. In the middle for McHale. McHale against Garcia, takes the shot and he sends it far left of the post. Garcia looks forwards. Jaja looking down the line has Eustace. Back to Garcia. Jaja makes the run forwards. Rout against DeBeery. Eustace doesn't have a lot of options. Garcia, great little check run to lose his defender. Jaja. Bit of predictable play there by the Phoenix Futsal. They only had one passing option in a couple of instances there, and missing a bit of width on the left-hand side of the court, or their right-hand side of the court, I should say. Ball from Ashragian into McHale, and I believe that must have hit the front post. My apologies. I thought I saw it hit the back post. My eyesight's definitely nothing to rely on, though. Anai against Rout, gets doubled up by Eustace, does well to keep the ball, sends it into McHale. Shragian making that run across the goal face. Shot from McHale blocked by Garcia. Shragian on the corner kick, and the shot again comes from McHale for another corner ball, which will be taken by McHale this time, with Chenoweth in a position to receive the ball against Garcia, and he takes the shot. Call from his bench is that that was a weak toe poke. I tend to agree with that one. It is. The ball all the way back to Alvani from the corner kick. East Coast Easels choosing to start their attack again from all the way back in their defensive half. They've been doing really well at building up play, attacking wise, and moving the ball around. Anai against Jaja. Gets the ball back to McHale. Ball's out wide to Chenoweth. Chenoweth against Garcia, and the ball in the middle for McHale. A second shot from Ashragian. Great saves by keeper Casey Fitzgerald. Chenoweth with the shot this time. Garcia blocking. And Jaja now on a break. And Nai does well. Get himself in the way and stop Jaja going forwards. Eustace. Oh, and that was a risky ball from Eustace across the court to Garcia. Through the legs of Mikhail. Could have ended badly for them, and there was a lot of free space for Mikhail to attack in the middle of the court there. Avani been awarded a goalkeeper throw. Just drops it at the feet of Mikhail. So we've seen the East Coast Eagles like to build the play up from the very back and work their way forwards, move the ball around and wait for defensive gaps, which they've been finding very well and creating. Rout sends the ball into Jaja. Jaja against 3 East Coast Eagles players, makes the right decision to go back to Garcia. Rout now against Eshragian, has Eustace wide, and the shot from Eustace saved by Alvani. Shot from Jaja, he's calling for a handball. I didn't see it hit anyone's hand, but not really in a position to have seen any of those angles. Eshragian plays back to Anaya. Eshragian again into Fitzgerald, and Rout making his way out to block the shot from Mikhail. Mikhail sends it far left. Diego Garcia. Eustace back to Jaja. Little creep forward from Jack Rout here. Eustace sends it over for Jaja. And that's definitely a handball. Brought down by Chenoweth's arm in that instance. Got control of the ball purely with his hand. Good chance here for the Phoenix Futsal to put themselves within a goal of the Middle East Eagles FC. Phoenix Futsal spent, I would say, most of the first half ahead. They'll definitely be wanting to put themselves back there. Shot from Garcia and a great save by Alvani. Rout sends it across the face, and Jaja follows it into the D, and Alvani makes another great save and sends it for Eshragian. Sends it into Fitzgerald. Eshragian does well to get himself back. Mikhail has Eshragian on the right, sends it into the back of the net. Timeout's just been called for the Phoenix Futsal side. Watch the instant replay of that last goal while the teams are discussing their tactics moving into play from this timeout. Timeout was called by the Phoenix Futsal side. Probably trying to stop the forward momentum of the Middle East Eagles and have a bit of a chat about their defensive setup. Middle East Eagles getting passing channels into the D very easily, and the Phoenix Futsal side's really struggling to cut them off. Middle East Eagles doing a great job transitioning from their attack into their defense and building up play really, really well. Definitely looked like the better side out there today, and the scoreline's showing it as well, 5-2 at the moment. There's still a lot of promising play coming from the Phoenix Futsal side, just some kinks that they definitely need to iron out. It is only the first match of the season, and there are a few new players in their side. Diego Garcia hoping to iron out all of those kinks as soon as possible so that Phoenix Futsal can get themselves back into this game. And James Eustace stepping on the court in the purple bib as the flag goalkeeper, as the Phoenix Futsal side look to play fifth man, which is, in my opinion, a great decision by the Phoenix Futsal side. Shot from Mikhail. Eustace is back there. Garcia controlling the ball in that fixo position, plays Eustace. Eustace played that ball back to Garcia a little bit too quickly. He's not even looking forwards. It's a bit predictable, the ball from Eustace. Better on the other side from Jar Jar. Took a little touch forwards. And Eustace now sends it down the line for Rout. Rout in the middle for Gordon. Just sends it to Alvani. Alvani with the shot, and it looks like it's going in. Oh, it's just hit the post. Great shot from Alvani. It's unfortunate not to get that one into the back of the net and make the score 6-2. Eustace across the court to Jar Jar, and the Middle East Eagles have been defending well all game, but defending against this fifth man, they're a little bit too deep. Allowing Eustace to play that ball straight across the court to Jar Jar. Break forwards from Esragian. That's great defense from the youngster, Frank Gordon. Chenoweth with the shot, and I think there was a little touch there from Anaya, but not enough to change its trajectory into the goal. Middle East Eagles choosing to press the Phoenix Futsal's fifth man, which is always a risky decision, and it almost didn't pay off for them that time. Luckily for the missed touch by Frank Gordon. Oh, apologies. James Eustace didn't make his way over the halfway line and has awarded the Middle East Eagles a free kick taken by Dabiri. Shragian back to Dabiri. Let's run down the line. That's a nice little 1-2. Has Chenoweth in the middle. We know Chenoweth does well to hold the ball up there and distribute it. Shragian against Jar Jar, and he gets the ball to the back post, and Chenoweth can't quite get a foot on it. Another great attacking play by the Middle East Eagles.
Halfway, boys. Halfway now. Halfway. They're broken.
Eustace needs to make his way over halfway before he can touch the ball again. Being told by Jar Jar to stay in that position. I think maybe Jar Jar's not aware of the two-touch goalkeeper rule. Jar Jar should have really dropped back just in case Gordon lost the ball in that position. And then Eustace, or got pressed, I should say, in that position, and then Eustace can't receive the ball back, whereas Jar Jar could have. Ball not quite on the line. A turnover to the Middle East Eagles here. Dabiri gets around Jar Jar, takes a little touch, but he gets the shot off. Takes a little knock, I should say, sorry, but he gets the shot off. So the advantage is played. Garcia against Anai. Anai does well. Esragian just sends it out in front of Chenoweth, and Gordon gets his foot on it. Esragian, as we've seen all game, transitions well into defence. Gordon over the top, and Rout and Jar Jar have a 2v1 at the back there. Bit of miscommunication from the Middle East Eagles defence. Left, I believe, Dabiri alone to defend that 2v1. Chenoweth pressing up on Garcia. Frank Gordon across the court to Eustace. Eustace down the line for Jar Jar. It's blocked by Dabiri and sent out for a corner kick for the Phoenix Futsal side. So Shragian makes his way off the court for Mikhail. Gordon with the shot, deflects off Mikhail. Brought down by Chenoweth, falls it to the feet of Eustace, and Gordon with another shot. And it's followed up by Rout. Second shot from Rout, saved by Alvani. Not quite sure what happened there. The Middle East Eagles seem to have had a massive breakdown in communication. Garcia plays Georgia. So I said before, the Middle East Eagles' fifth man defence was too deep, and at that time we just saw it way too high. Luckily, DeBeery won himself the ball back. Ball across the face from Chenoweth. The run from Anai, a little bit too slow to get on the end of it. Middle East Eagles choosing to press again against the fifth man. Oh, sorry, no fifth man play here. They're just pressing against normal play. Anai's balls was rolling off the line. Silly little mistakes that you don't usually expect to see in the Men's Superliga, but it happens more often than it should. This is a brand new team in the Men's Superliga as well, so you'd expect little mistakes like that every now and again. Alvani with the ball. Drop it at the feet of DeBeery. No, he's sent it over to Chenoweth. Took a little knock from Eustace, but he has the advantage moving forwards. Got himself a side kick in. Taken by Nikhil. Sent to DeBeery. DeBeery against Jar Jar. Rao a little bit too high defensively there. Leaving a lot of space behind. He's just walking back now. Needs to get behind the ball. Chenoweth, again, Rout just slightly overread the play there, leaving the gap for Chenoweth, and overread it again, leaving a gap for Mikhail to run into. Dare say, I think this is Rout's first match in the Men's Superliga competition, so a bit of a lack of experience is starting to show there. Garcia against Chenoweth. Looking for a foul, I think, Garcia there. Ended up winning himself a goalkeeper throw and throws it long to Rout. Eustace making the run off him, and Anai winning the ball. Anai and Chenoweth, 2v1 against Rout. Chenoweth gets to it, but Fitzgerald gets himself in the way, and I think Chenoweth might have copped a boot to the ribs there as Fitzgerald was trying to block the shot. Great shot from Jar Jar and an excellent save from Alvani. Chenoweth making his way off the court after that knock to the ribs. Hopefully just a little bit winded. Ashragian gets it through the legs of Fitzgerald and into the back of the net for a sixth Middle East Eagles goal. Hard angle for me to see what happened from my commentator desk, but hopefully the stream has caught it. Yep. I think it rebounded off of Jack Rout, I believe that was. Could be wrong. Mikhail with the shot, and he's sent it over the bar. Last minute of normal time here, and then we'll have 2 minutes of stop clock as Jar Jar is playing fifth man for the Phoenix Futsal side. The purple bib out here on the left flank. Garcia playing Gordon, down the line to Rout, back to Gordon. Might have almost been worth Gordon dummying that ball for Garcia. Instead he touched it into the feet of Anaya. Ashragian and Anaya now going forwards, and the ball played just behind Anaya's run. Garcia bringing the ball up. Rout. Garcia again. Plays Jar Jar. Jar Jar looks forwards, and Eustace down the line trying to send it across the face. Alvani will take a shot. Varney didn't quite connect with the ball properly there. I'm sure he didn't mean to send that ball where it went. I think it went for a side kick in. Garcia plays Jar Jar down the line for Eustace. Exactly the same play that we just saw. The Middle East Eagles struggling to block that ball down the line. Letting the ball get into those dangerous areas nice and high. And Eustace picks up a missed flick by McHale. Garcia plays Gordon. Gordon looking backwards, pressed by McHale. Rout gets around Chenoweth, gets around McHale, and he puts it in the back of the net. Great goal from Jack Rout. Might be a little too late to bring the Phoenix futsal side back into this game, but it's a good consolation goal for the Phoenix futsal side. Ball from Ashragian into the middle. McHale slides to try and get a foot to it, but he can't quite reach. Garcia plays Rout. Rout definitely could have dummied that and left it for Jar Jar. Rout had left it for Jar Jar, then made his run forwards. There would have been a lot of space in behind. Chenoweth moving forwards against Garcia. Garcia yelling at his team to get back. Jar Jar, an inexperienced goalkeeper, making a great save there. Eustace plays Gordon, moving forwards, flick over. I'm not sure who Gordon was looking for there. There's definitely no Phoenix futsal players making a run into that space. Again, my clock doesn't quite reflect what the match clock is showing. I'll try and fix that for everyone at home. Jar Jar with the shot, and he sends it left of the post. Getting a little bit impatient in these fifth man plays, the Phoenix futsal side. Ashragian down the line to Anaya. Anaya against Garcia. Chenoweth doing a great job all day in that pivot position, just receiving the ball, drawing in a player, and then playing it back out. McHale, great little back row and an excellent little chip into Anaya. Unfortunate not to result in a goal for the Middle East Eagles side. Some great play from Chenoweth, Anaya and McHale. Another technical turnover by the Middle East Eagles side, giving possession back to the Phoenix futsal. Make their way forward for a fifth man play through Jar Jar. Jar Jar has no one down the line there. Shot from Garcia, little touch from Alvani. Garcia puts it in the middle. Alvani easily picks that one up. McHale, Ashragian and Chenoweth 3v2, sorry. Ashragian across the back, and Rout did well to get his foot to that ball and send it back out, but unfortunately it's fallen to the feet of McHale. Chenoweth sends into McHale, and just as the final whistle's blowing, he stuffs up the shot. Great opening match for the Middle East Eagles side. Some very promising futsal and some excellent individual skills within that side. Unfortunate for the Phoenix futsal side to go down in that match. A few kinks that definitely need to be worked out on that side, but as I said, it's the first round of the season and there's still plenty of time to fix a lot of those mistakes. Gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with another men's Supa-Liga match, I think. Sorry, my apologies. We'll be back later on this afternoon at 6:15, I believe, with a women's Supa-Liga match between the Northern Hawks and the Western Devils.